Time now for our Down on the Farm report with Steve Melewski, who covers the Orioles on the Major League level and also on the minor league level for MASNsports.com. And let's talk a little bit about Dario Alvarez. Is his star rising right now?
It is, Tom. I'll tell you, you hear the term June swoon in baseball for a team or player that's going bad. This is the opposite of that, whatever that would be. But Dario Alvarez, his bat has taken off this month at AAA Norfolk, hitting, as you can see, the numbers for June. 12 homers on the year, 6 this month. We always knew the defense was there, the strong arm, plus defender, but the power has really come on here in June. He's a guy who's got excellent bat speed. His strike zone recognition is pretty good. He doesn't walk a lot, only 6 walks all year, but he doesn't strike out a lot. He's got a pretty good two-strike approach. But really, Tom, the power and the arm are two major tools for Dario Alvarez. The scout told me today, if he got a chance to play right field every day in Baltimore and he could learn to play the wall like Nick Markakis, with that arm, they'd never get a double. I mean, his arm is an 8. Top end of the scouting scale, and Adam Jones told me it's better than his. So there's an authority. I asked Adam Jones one day, who throws better, you or Dario Alvarez? He actually says Dario has better arm strength than him. Pretty impressive.
Now look, the Orioles had a kid by the name of Christian Walker come up last year, played some first base, hit his first major league home run. What's he doing in 2015?
Again, another guy who's really taken off in June at AAA, Christian Walker, first baseman for the Norfolk Tides, the Orioles' number 3 prospect according to Baseball America. He's batting .936 during a 9-game hitting streak that he extended with a base hit today. He had a walk-off home run recently, 4th-round draft pick in 2012 out of the University of South Carolina. He's a guy who's got really good bat speed. He's got good gap-to-gap power, pretty good pitch recognition. He's among the International League leaders in doubles. Last year, he had 27 homers to lead all Oriole minor leaguers, one of which happened right here in Baltimore in September. That he hasn't been able to match that with the power this year. But the average is there, the doubles are there, the gap-to-gap power. His defense, Tom, at first base is trending up. It's average, but it was below average. So he's really worked hard. The player development has worked hard on making him a capable defender at first base for the Orioles.
Now, when the Orioles designated Alejandro Diaz for assignment, they wound up getting a player from the Boston Red Sox, as Diaz wound up from the Boston Red Sox, Joe Gunkel. Tell us about Joe Gunkel.
I'll tell you, he has really come on the scene at Bowie, and look at the numbers he has put up in his first 4 starts in the Oriole organization. And as you mentioned, when you trade a player who's been DFA'd, as Diaz was, sometimes you do not get back a top prospect. But Gunkel was rated 26 by Baseball America after the last year in Boston's farm system, which is one of the best in baseball. So there's some things to like about him. He's a real strike thrower. He's low 90s, a good fastball, good sink, good slider, changeup as well. The great numbers he's shown for Bowie. He's 23 years old. He's a local guy out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. And if he ever makes the majors, he'll join Jim Price, the Tigers catcher from the 60s, as the only players ever from Hershey to make the majors. So a lot of people north of Baltimore, where they make the candy bars, are rooting for Joe Gunkel. But a smooth delivery, Tom. He's off to a good start with the Orioles. We don't know how he'll do. Let's see how he does the rest of this year at AA. But his first 4 starts in the Oriole organization have been really good.
Now, you mentioned Jim Price. He's a longtime Tiger broadcaster in his post-baseball career. How about let's talk a little bit about Matt Hobgood, Dylan Bundy, and Hunter Harvey. Give us an update on all 3 of them, where they are right now.
Well, Matt, unfortunately, is having shoulder surgery on July 6th, and it's just not great news for Matt. First-round draft pick 2009. It potentially could end his Orioles career because he's a free agent at the end of this year, minor league free agent, and maybe the Orioles would just choose to not re-sign him. It just hasn't worked out for Matt. Hunter Harvey has just started to throw, which is good news. Buck Showalter told us yesterday. And Dylan Bundy has a little bit of a calcium buildup in his right shoulder. I think, Tom, they want that to go away, and that will alleviate the inflammation and some of the discomfort there. Maybe then he can begin throwing after that. Some people are already speculating he'll miss the rest of this year. I don't think the Orioles are ready to go there yet. They want to see how this plays out over the next few weeks.
If you want to know anything about the Orioles minor leagues, check him out, MASNsports.com. Steve Melewski does a great job. There's no doubt about that.